Hey, Miles here, milesbeckler.com, and in this video we're going to talk about the 3 decisions that you are required to make in order to achieve success as an entrepreneur, and especially if you're going to the internet marketing game as an internet entrepreneur. These are the 3 keys. I personally have gone through these, my wife has gone through these. Every single person who I know who's achieved noteworthy success online has gone through these. Jason Hornung, talking to him over lunch while I was at his event. If you don't know who he is, probably the best Facebook advertiser in the world, runs, I don't know, $10,000 a day in Facebook ads roughly for his clients, makes them millions of dollars. He went through all 3 of these. Everyone I know has gone through these 3 mental decisions. So we're going to jump into them in a second. And the reason I'm bringing this up right now is because I'm seeing in the comments signs that a lot of people don't have all 3 of these in place, right? You might have 1, you might have 2, but you have to get all 3 of these right, or it's just never going to work for you long term. I'm talking about a long-term business. I'm talking about something that can generate hundreds of thousands of dollars per year for you and your family to build a life on. Stuff you can pay your mortgage with, you can make tax payments, you can pay for your 401ks and your retirement accounts, or their superannuities or whatever they call them wherever you're at. There's a lot of expenses in life, and it's relatively easy to figure out a scheme or a scam to come up in a quick flash in the pan, make 5 grand here, 10 grand there, but it all crumbles away. And that sucks. That's where I started. Again, I've been through this. So I want to help you understand what's absolutely required for you moving forward so you can build long-term success, lifestyle success that you can build your lifestyle on, and something that can grow with you. So number 1, this one's kind of got 2 parts. I couldn't decide which side of this coin was most relevant, so I'm going to give you both of them in one of these decisions. And that is, you need to choose one audience and you need to choose one business model. And then you got to stick with that, here's the kicker, for at least 1 to 3 years. Probably more like 5 to 10 years. Now, this is why a lot of my content about choosing your niche goes into, you got to do something you love. It's got to be something that excites you, because it's a long process to create success online, bootstrapping it and figuring it out yourself. Is it worth it? Hell yeah. But it takes a long time to get there, so it needs to be something that interests you. And the one business model idea, so many people are jumping around from one thing to the other, and then, oh, I got an email from this marketer saying that FBA is great, cool. Oh, I got an email from this marketer saying that Amazon affiliate websites are the way to go, so I did that. And oh, I heard about drop shipping. Oh my gosh, drop shipping, this is amazing. I don't have to create the products. I'm gonna go do that. And what happens is people bounce around from one thing to the next, and they'll spend a month here, 2 months there, 3 weeks here, 4 months there, and they never go deep enough in any one thing to truly achieve success. And the other side of that coin is every business model and every entrance point you have, you're always focusing it on one specific audience. And that's why this is a 2-sided coin of one business model, one audience. You have to go help that audience, and you have to focus on one main key model for 1 to 3 years. Does it sound like a lot of work? It is. You got to remember that before I made my first video here, I have been making money online for over 15 years. I've been full-time self-employed since 2010, and I didn't even begin talking about how to make money online or how to do internet marketing until 2016, late 2016, I might add, right? So that's 6+ years that I spent in the trenches, grinding it out, learning through trial and error, and figuring this all out myself. I was jumping around from one thing to the other, and we had our little angel thing going, but I didn't necessarily trust that that was enough, that that was going to be able to provide. So I was kind of always looking for the next hit. Oh, what else can I do? I tried some network marketing, I tried some MLM, I tried some affiliate marketing stuff. It wasn't until my wife and I fully committed to this business model that took about 3 years for us to get to that point of commitment that things started to take off for us. And it didn't happen right away. We had a meeting one day, not like a meeting, we didn't go to a boardroom. We're on a walk in nature like we do, and we're just talking about it as we do. And it was like, dude, we love this meditation stuff. This is our truth. It's our passion. Let's just double down on this business. Let's just go for it and see where it can take us. We had good signs of the possibility that was there, but we hadn't seen a $10,000 a month at that point. But our commitment came first, and then when we committed, it literally took another year or 2 beyond that, after having a couple of years of dilly-dallying or dabbling, I guess is a better way of putting it, Then once all of that added up together and we were with it and stuck with it as our full-time thing for a couple of extra years, about 5 years in, boom, things started taking off. And that snowball, when it gets going, grows so quickly. And now the kinds of results that we're getting for the input that we're putting in, being 8 years into this specific business, are absolutely astounding. There is nothing else like it. I can tell you that from the heart, honestly, and I want you to get there. So if you've been jumping around from thing to thing, go take a day, journal it out, think, do some meditation, get really deep with yourself. What audience do you want to be of service to? And then what business model are you going to approach? If you've got physical products, if you have connections on physical products, great. Do something around the physical products, maybe Shopify. If you don't, if you're into info products or you want to go in the info product realm and you don't have info products, start with affiliate marketing, start with internet and information product marketing. That's the way we went, and it has rewarded us greatly. So that's number one. Number two is you have to give more than you ask for. Now, I am seeing a ton, way too many comments in this direction of, hey, I'm trying to link people to a ClickBank product and it's not working, or I did a Facebook ad to ClickBank and nothing's working. Why is this not working? And what's happening is people are forgetting that we do business with people we like. We got to know, like, and trust someone. And the real trick to this game is building relationships, right? The internet allows us to use technology to leverage building relationships with thousands or tens of thousands of people at the same time, right? I can go create ads on Facebook right now that'll reach tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people a day if I had enough money to cough up for it. So that's the reach. We can reach enough people. Now I can create a funnel and an email list that can then turn those people into subscribers and can follow up with them in an automated fashion. All of this kind of results in massive outreach and massive leveraged kind of relationship building. But here's the trick. Most people are trying to skip the relationship part, and they're simply like, I'm putting up an ad asking them to buy something and nobody's buying. What gives? That doesn't work. And it's because you have to give more than you ask for in order for this game to truly work. Look at my channel, for example. Come on, seriously. Like, I've put out 180 videos at this point in time. I have literally told every secret I know up until this point to help you have everything that you need. I've got a few affiliate links dripped throughout some of the comments and some of the banners. But here's the kicker, right? If you're new to my channel, you can go back and look, be like, all right, this Miles guy, okay, I hear him talking. Let's go see if he's the real deal. Go browse through my backlog of videos. Go look. They will find more videos that they're like, wow, that really helped me solve my problem. And then they'll find another one. Wow, that really helped me solve my problem. This guy, Miles, the real deal. Let me go see if he has any courses that he recommends. You'll see the link right up there, because now that I've built this kind of rapport with you, I'm able to say, these are the only courses that I actually recommend right here. That's it. There's no other courses that I recommend in the world for you to consider. I don't even say you have to invest in them, to consider investing in. So if you're interested in taking your education to the next level, go to that page on my site. I'll even put it in the description. Take a look at the courses, see if any are relevant to you, and commit to them, because those courses are the courses that helped me get here. But the only reason this kind of a call to action works is because I've spent 7 months and created 180 videos teaching you absolutely everything I know first, right? I'm not throwing up my first video, hey, Miles, I'm a new guy here on YouTube, go buy all my shit, yeah. That doesn't work. Our bullshit detectors in this day and age are so fine-tuned, right? You have to give first, and you really have to focus your energy on giving, on helping that audience you chose in the step or decision before. You have to help them actually solve their problems. There's no like shortcut, there's no scam, there's no redirect link, or you can't do any of that. It doesn't work long term. How do I know? My first business model, I was direct linking people from MySpace to a cost per action affiliate program. I was making $40 per sign up. I was making good money, $2-3 grand a month. It worked for just under a year, and then it shut down and it disappeared because of a term of service change. I didn't build a list. I didn't build a relationship with anyone. I had nothing to fall back on, and one change, it all disappeared. And that is what will happen to you if you don't prioritize giving of yourself, being of service, helping your audience, and growing that email list. It's the most important thing. So let's look at my wife and my business, right? The first thing we do when we encounter someone through a Facebook ad or through organic traffic is we offer them one of our products for free. We used to sell this product for $17. We've decided we will give it to them for free so they can have an experience with our content. Then they listen to this. I do offer them something to purchase on that next page, but only 2% of people purchase that. 98% of people who get our free thing do not buy from us, and then we go into the relationship building process where we send them videos that she's created. Boom, now they're on her YouTube channel. What do? They see she's got 30,000 YouTube subscribers. They go look back through her 200 plus videos, and they can binge watch and learn as much as they want about our niche, all the meanwhile growing that relationship. What happens in email 2 or 3? They see a link to our Facebook fan page, or they go search her on Instagram and they see her with her 900,000 fans on Facebook, or the 30,000 people she's connected with on Instagram, right? And then they can look through and they're like, wow, this girl's the real deal. She's putting out new Instagram updates 3 times a day, positive, inspiring, kind of build your light, do your thing, like in our niche. It's all niche specific, right? It doesn't pertain to you. On Facebook 4 or 5 times a day. She posts a video to Facebook every day. She posts uplifting messages, free card readings, all kinds of stuff. So once they encounter us, they get something for free. Then what do? We offer them something for sure. Most people don't take that. So what do? We give. And then we ask them if they'd like to buy something. Then what do? Give. And we always focus on giving at least 3 or 4 times as much as we're asking. We always focus on give 3 or 4 free things in an email. We call them jabs. We give jab, and then we ask them if they'd like to purchase something. You know, we have tens of thousands of subscribers on our list who have never bought from us, and they never will buy from us, and that's okay. We're happy to still be of service and give of ourselves to them. And you know what? We have other people who find us, they buy our upsell, they want more, they become members, they upgrade to annual members, they buy our high ticket products, they want everything. And that's okay too. We simply go forth being of service to this audience, which for us are women who are interested in healing their lives through spiritual development and meditation, and we give as much and as good as we can. We never hold anything back. We do charge for new products as they're released, and I might do something like this on this channel at some point. Probably not. I don't really want to build a product for you. I'm happy just to keep giving and then recommending those awesome courses that actually will help you. And that's my entire business model here. That's the whole thing I'm doing. Now I'm 7 months in, I've got good traction on a channel. Flip the script over to my channel, talking about my stuff again here if you didn't notice, right? So I'm 7 months in, and like I said, I gotta stick with this for 1 to 3 years before I even go look to see, like, is that working, right? So I'm sticking with it here, and I'm not making as much as I possibly could. If I kind of shifted my approach and got a lot more aggressive with how I'm pitching products and start pitching more products that maybe I consider not being full of integrity and offering things that I know convert really well, even though they might not help you down your path. Could I make a quick buck in between here and there? Maybe. I'll say absolutely. I could probably make a quick $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 doing that, but I'm in it for the long-term game. And that means I have to remain focused on your best interest. And this is not a joke. This is not a ploy. This is not a tactic. My God-given talents happen to be teaching, talking on camera, and this internet marketing stuff that I figured out over the last 15 plus years. I made my first website in 1999 while I was in high school, right? It's a long time ago. I've been doing this for years. So I'm just gonna share what I learned. I'm gonna share my God-given talents with you. That's my whole approach. And you know what? 3 years down the line, which would be 2 years and 5 months from this point in time, guess what the result's gonna be? Guess how big of a list I'll have at that point? Guess how big my audience here on YouTube is gonna be at this point? It will be absolutely massive. So I've had to employ patience. And this brings us to the third kind of decision you have to make. And I couldn't come up with one word for it. I tried, but it's somewhere between resourcefulness and patience, right? Here's one thing that's amazing to me that's happening on a lot of my videos that are very tactical, right? So I've got a video out there about the Facebook Pixel, how to install Facebook Pixel. And I've got people, how do I install this Pixel on Shopify? I don't know. I don't do Shopify. I've never talked about Shopify. In no way, shape, or form am I here to teach you every single thing. There is this thing called Google. It answers every question you might have, right? Shopify has support documents. And I know you're probably not the person who's asking me that, right? I get that, and I'm sorry for like the ranting in your direction bit, but that it's so clear to me that there's some people out there that are like, great, Miles, this is really good information. I know everything I need to know to build $1 million business. Now, how do I put that one little thing in that one little place? Like, I'm too lazy to go to Google and Google it, or to search on YouTube how to install Facebook Pixel on Shopify. I'm just gonna leave you a comment. And you know what? Those people are never gonna make it. Ever. I'm not commenting, I'm not replying to their comments anymore, I'm not being helpful in that way anymore, because they're simply not gonna make it, and they're getting in between me sharing with you, and you're someone who is gonna make it, right? Hashtag badass in the comments if you're someone who's gonna push through and make it. If you're gonna make this work and you're gonna make these 3 decisions for yourself, denounce that, put that out to the world in the comments, because you are a badass at that point, and you understand you need patience and perseverance, and things aren't always going to work. It's full of challenges. This road is bumpy as hell, and I know every other info marketer out there in the world is selling you, all you got to do is push this button, or drop ship secrets. All you got to do is get this product and list it on eBay, and you'll make a $10,000 a month. It's all hype bullshit designed to sell you something. They don't actually know what they're doing. They're regurgitating another course that they went through, right? If you notice, I'm barely starting to teach about YouTube. How did I learn about YouTube? I didn't go read a course on this and then start teaching, here's how you do YouTube SEO, because I watched 3 videos on it, and now I'm giving you my take on it. No, I dug in, I got my fingers dirty, I got my hands dirty. I made 180 videos in 8 months, 7 months time. That's how I know how this works. How do I know how to make money online? Because I failed 30 times in a row to figure out the one thing that works, and then I stuck with that for 8 years. Ding, 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 recipe for success. You see, every overnight success in our world, you might see the event, right? An overnight success, that's an event. That's a moment on a timeline. But if you look back far enough, every musician, every actor, everyone who made it as an overnight success, there's 10, 15, 20 plus years of hard work that comes with very little appreciation. There's no paparazzi, no glamour, there's nothing. It's you, your laptop, late nights, struggling to figure it out, watching videos, trying to figure out, how do I get that code in the right place? That's the job. And you have to be willing to persevere, and you have to be patient with yourself, right? And this patience thing is interesting, because we have to have patience on the long-term vision. We have to have patience in a 3 to 5 year kind of patience, but every day you need to be impatient. You need to be so determined and focused every day to milk every minute you can out, to get as much content created and published as you can, to get as many new emails sent out as you can, to get as many new videos created as you can. So on the zoomed in day to day, you have to be so impatient and aggressive, and just tackling every single problem as fast as you can, and getting through to the next as fast as you can. And with that said, you have to have that long-term patience to where you're going to be doing that for 3 to 5 years. You know, most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 5 years. That's something I learned from Tony Robbins, and it is so, so true. I can tell you the number of times I've said, in a year, this is where I'm going to be in a year. I'm going to make him this much in a year. And sure enough, did not happen just about every damn time I pulled that. But you know what did happen is I kept with it. And now the numbers that are coming in through my business and through my lifestyle are insane compared to what I even thought I was going towards 5, 7 years ago, right? Like, my goals have been destroyed, and that snowball is growing more and more and more with the same or less effort. The thing is, it took 5, 6, 7 years of hard work, of nobody patting me on the back. Like, I didn't even have time to pat myself on the back, because right when I fixed that problem, there's another big challenge in front of me. Or Facebook totally changed the ads manager, or they went from the ads manager, they added on the power editor. Like, you guys get to start with the power editor. There wasn't even a power editor when I started Facebook advertising, right? Like, that was added on, and I had to learn this entirely new system out of nowhere. I didn't have anybody to teach me that. It was brand new. Nobody knew how to deal with it. We just figured it out. And those of us who have figured it out, we've made it. Those who jump to another thing, oh, but drop shipping, like, oh, screw that, that's dead now. Everybody said that the Facebook marketing's dead. I'm gonna do drop shipping on eBay now. Whatever, those people who jump around and bounce around, they're never gonna make the long-term success, period. So if you're into it, if you're gonna make long-term success, declare it to the world, hashtag badass, and let me know that you're in on all three of these specific decisions you have to make. We've been up in the clouds on this one, and it's really important for us to connect up in the clouds and to get this mindset stuff right, because you'll notice I've laid out all of the tactics here on my page. If you want extra support, if you want Facebook groups of people to handhold you and walk you through, then look at the courses that I've recommended, because they take it to that next level. I ain't got time for that. Sorry, but I'm doing what I can. If you're able to piece it together and you don't want to invest $1,000 or $2,000 in your education, I totally get it. Piece it together. There's going to be gaps from the videos that I have out there, but that's where your perseverance comes in, right? And as long as you make sure you're focused on a niche that you love, on an audience that you love, that you care about, that you want to be of service to, that will fuel you more than your, I need to get money. I need to get money. Because if you're going around trying to figure out, how can I make some money? How can I make some money online? God, I got to make some money. I got to make some money. You got it wrong. If you're focused on you and I got to make money, that's coming from a place of scarcity, and all you're going to do is repel money. Anyone who finds your funnels, anyone who finds your ads, they're going to smell the reek of desperation that you are emitting in this moment. And when you make the mental decision, and all it is a decision, to shift your focus to, okay, I've been doing this in my career for 30 years. I'm going to now give everything I know about this out to the world for free. And eventually I'll find some affiliate programs, or I'll build a membership program for people who want coaching, or I'll offer coaching service, whatever that might be for you, great. But when you shift to how can I make money with this which I know, to how can I give of myself in the most effective and time-effective way, right? I try to do this with what I'm doing with my videos and my blog posts. I try to make it as minimal investment of a time for me as possible to maximize my reach and the value that I'm bringing. So use that sort of approach. But when you get into that position where you're like, how can I give of myself in the best manner to the most amount of people to just flat out help them all as best as I can, and that becomes your focus, magic happens. I don't fully get it. I don't know how this universe works. I don't know how vibration and energy and the law of attraction and the universe and divine source energy, I don't know how it works. I don't claim to know how it works, but I do know this, that when you stop shifting, when you stop focusing on yourself and your lack, and I don't have enough, and I need to get, when that stops and you shift to how can I give? How can I give? How can I be of service in this world? What do I have that can help people? How can I help people? Who can I help? How can I help people? When that becomes your driving force, things work. I don't get it. I don't need to get it. I know it works. You know what else I don't get? Light bulbs. When I flip a switch on the wall in my house, I have no effing clue how that light bulb turns on. Flip a switch, light turns on. I don't need to know how. I know that's how it works, and I know that when I flip a switch, the light's gonna turn on. If it doesn't, the light's broken, right? Like, that's how it works. So you don't need to know how or why this shift works. You just need to understand that it works. And I have so many successful entrepreneurial friends now that I've met at all the conferences I've been to, and every single one of them who has created a noteworthy success, a lifestyle success, who's now giving of charities and volunteering their time to build schools and to build wells in Africa and to do amazing things in this world. You know what? They all shifted their focus off of their damn selves onto who can they help, how can they help, how can they be of service. I really implore you to make these 3 shifts in your life. This is the secret to success. It's not the how to run ads. It's not the how to structure your funnel. It's this stuff. And when you shift and you focus on being of service to one audience, you focus on one business model, right? You approach it with patience and you focus on giving, and you're resourceful, knowing that I have to figure out how to get this pixel in place, because that's between me and giving of myself in the greatest method of my giving. Then just be resourceful and figure that out. When you do those 3 things, magic happens. And then be patient, because it's going to take a few years. And that's real talk. None of the other gurus, the fake ass gurus out there trying to sell you shit, they're not going to be that honest with you. And I feel like you deserve to know the truth of the situation, and that's where the truth lies. Thank you very much for your time. I do appreciate it. Again, I'm Miles Beckler. Leave me a comment if you enjoyed this. Again, if you're in the Badass Club, you watch to the end. If you're going to claim it and you're going to focus on giving of yourself, you're going to focus on one business model, give me a shout out. Let me know what that is. If you need any help, I'll try my best to help, but don't ask me none of these little questions that you should be Googling, right? You get where we're at with that. And I really do appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up if you like this, and I can't wait to connect with you again on the next video. Thank you again. Be well.